Good afternoon. I hope everyone is having a great day so far. Welcome to Marietta College Esports. My name is Matt Williamson. I will be your shoutcaster today, and boy, do we have a very exciting day for you guys. We have not one, we have two different teams competing today at Marietta College Esports. So up first, we have our newly formed Rocket League team this semester. We are very, very excited about that.
So we built a laptop that does all that and more. The new Alienware Area 51M
Give me
is
1
now
second
the
here.
world's most powerful and
Let's see here.
upgradable gaming laptop, featuring an upgradable and overclockable desktop Intel Core processor and graphics by NVIDIA, with a revolutionary show-stopping design. Welcome to a new.
Yeah. So we have our newly formed Rocket League team. So they will be competing today as part of the Tespa tournament, the spring 2019 season. This is our qualifier tournament. There are over 457 teams that are participating in this tournament, and it's broken up into 4 different conferences. And we have about 148 or so teams in our conference. We are part of the Northern Conference. This is a double elimination tournament. So if we advance in this tournament, we will participate in the collegiate finals. I do believe it's either the top 8 or the top 16 will advance. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, it is the top 8. So we do have quite a few games to get through for that. So as the teams are getting things set up in the lobby, we'll go ahead and give you the starting lineup for our team here. So let me get that up here for you. So we do have 3 players for our Rocket League team. So we have Wreck Not Wreck as our team captain. We have Take It Easy Bro, and we have Jal. They've been practicing quite a bit this semester to be prepared for this particular tournament. So we're just going to give it a couple more minutes, and as we get things set up, we will be ready to go. So just hang tight for another minute or two. I think things are trying to get set up in the lobby. We are playing against University of Toronto. There are 2 different teams for this first round for Toronto. I believe we are playing against Team B. So if we advance there, then the next match will be in about 50 minutes or so. This is a best of 3 series. So all we got to do is win 2 of them, and we would advance to the next round. But even if we don't make it through this first match, it's all right. It is a double elimination tournament, so we will still have another game for you in about an hour. Now, what makes this interesting is not only will we have our Rocket League game going on at one point, but we will have our League of Legends team also playing in about an hour against College of Lake County as part of the College League of Legends series. So that's going to be very interesting in about an hour, because I'm going to be trying to broadcast both matches simultaneously. I haven't done a whole lot of testing with this, so it may get a little interesting, but hopefully it won't be too bad. But yeah, so I'm going to try to have both League of Legends and Rocket League up at the same time. You'll see most of League of Legends and then Rocket League off to the side here, but just to make sure it doesn't look too horrible. But that way, if you're here for Rocket League and we have League of Legends up, you can still watch our Rocket League matches. So while we're waiting to get the team set up, if you haven't done so already, be sure to follow us on our Twitch channels, so that way when we do have other matches coming up, you can see when those are. So you can follow our Twitch channel here. You can also follow us on all of our social media sites. So we have our Facebook page, Marietta College Esports. You can go there. We have our Twitter at Marietta Esports. We've also created a new YouTube channel. So all of our broadcasts will be uploaded to YouTube shortly after the match, because as you know, the clips or the VODs on Twitch, they only last 2 weeks, or if you're a Twitch Prime subscriber, they last for 60 days. We're not a Twitch Prime subscriber, unfortunately, so they're only going to be up for 2 weeks. So we do try to get all of our matches up onto our YouTube channel, so you can go to bit.ly/Marietta College Esports to find all of our games there. Now, we're still waiting for everyone in the lobby here. So let me see what's going on here. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, so the lobby has not been completely formed just yet. So as soon as I think Toronto's waiting for one more person, so we have a little bit of time because a best of three match doesn't take too long. I mean, each round is 5 minutes plus the little time between each shot. So as long as they get their 3 games in before 3:50 our time, we should be fine. So as soon as we are good to go, we will get that to you. So just hang tight for another minute or so, and we will have this underway. Okay, I've just gotten word that Toronto has everyone from Toronto is here. They're getting warmed up. You gotta get logged in. You gotta make sure all the controllers are set properly, making sure that the connections are working fine. So they're just getting warmed up. So we should be able to get our game underway very soon. So thank you all for your patience. Thank you for being here today. It's a wonderful Saturday, a little on the cold side, but it's still a wonderful day. So the fact that you are here watching Marietta College esports is much appreciated. Because there are a lot of things going on with the college right now, not just with esports, but our traditional sports. Today was the inaugural match of our lacrosse teams, so that's been very, very exciting. Our men's basketball team is playing right now as their final home game. So there's been a lot of really great things going on today with Marietta College. As we're trying to get some information here for you guys. So this is to see how things are going with those particular teams while we are waiting for a Rocket League team to get started up. I believe we can get some scores for you. So it does look like, at least for our men's lacrosse team, that they are ahead 13-7 with about 7 minutes left in the fourth period. So far our Pioneers are doing a really good job there. Our men's basketball team just got started. So not so sure what the status of that is. But yeah, a lot of exciting things going on with the college program right now. So just a little bit about the esports program as we are waiting for Toronto to get things ready. We do have 3 different teams this semester. We do have our League of Legends team that is participating in the College League of Legends season that's hosted by Riot Games. Of course, here we do have our Rocket League team as we're waiting for our qualifier tournament to get started. This is a double elimination tournament. Make it to the top 8. We do advance to the single elimination conference tournament. And then we do have our Overwatch team. They were able to participate a little bit in the Tespa Overwatch season. Unfortunately, due to some circumstances beyond our control, we were not able to finish that tournament, which is perfectly fine. And all 3 teams will be participating in an unannounced tournament. I really wish I would be able to announce what it is just yet, but the organizers have delayed the announcement. They were supposed to announce this about 2-3 weeks ago, if I remember correctly. Yeah, about 1, 2. Yeah, they were supposed to announce this like 3 weeks ago, and they've yet to do it. So as soon as they actually announce this big collegiate tournament, then we can actually say that we are part of it. But we are part of this unannounced tournament. I'm very excited about it. Our players are also very excited about it. So we can't wait to take part of it and be able to broadcast those matches to you. We're also working on trying to form some other teams for exciting things coming up. We do have the Hearthstone tournament that's coming up soon, and we are hoping to put together a Hearthstone team. So if you any students out there who know Hearthstone that are students at Marietta College, please be sure to contact us and we can get you signed up to be part of that. But we're always exploring other possible teams. It's one of those things where if there is enough interest, then we are good to go. Oh, and by the way, it looks like the lobby is already formed up for this, so let me get the game over here to you guys, get the audio running, and we're already at game 1 here of Rocket League. Now, let me see what's going on with the audio, get this up and running. So give me 1 second. So the game is underway. I do apologize for the audio. I'm going to try to find out what's going on with it, but we do have Marietta College versus Toronto. This is a best-of-3 series, and it does look like Toronto has already scored the first goal. So we are in. So this point, well, we'll see if Marietta can make this up. I mean, it's still very early in this game. I mean, you know the drill. It's soccer with cars. You drive around, you hit the ball, you angle it right to try to score the goal. Try to get some boost to be able to get down to the lane. We are looking at this from Rex, not Rex perspective. The way the tournament is set up, a spectator mode was not. Let me put it this way: we couldn't really spectate the match, but we are allowed to stream off of a player's perspective. So Rec Not Wrecked was gracious enough to allow us to view from his perspective. So this is technically a co-stream, which is perfectly fine. So right now it looks like that they're playing a little bit defensive here, trying to get the ball to the other side. Okay, I think I know what's going on with the audio issue. I don't think the audio is enabled on the computer system. And Toronto did score again, unfortunately. So they are up 2-0 right now. But things can turn around very quickly. It was a nice attempt by Jal to try to deflect that off and prevent the goal, but unfortunately was not able to pull that off. We do see Rec with trying to clear the ball from the goal to make sure they prevent another score from happening, but the ball is dangerously close to the goal again, and Toronto is trying to set it up, but aiming just a little too high. And we do see a little demolition going here. Jal just gets exploded there. We do see the Pioneers trying to get the ball over to the other side again, but they're just having a little trouble connecting. The ball's been centered up, and Toronto's going to try to get the score, and it just misses off to the right a little bit. And we do see a nice hit from Take It Easy to get it down to the other side of the field, but Toronto quickly brings the ball back. And it looks like another score for Toronto, unfortunately. So as you see, a nice hit there from Wrecked, and that might be enough to get into the goal, and it goes into the goal, so Marietta does get on the board. That was a really nice play there by Wrecked Not Wrecked, just tapping it right through the center, and Toronto was not able to respond. That's just how quickly you can score, so this game is far from over, so Marietta can definitely get 2 more goals within the next 2 minutes and 20 seconds. So let's see if they can defend the ball over here. And the ball seems to be heading down the net. Could they get a score? And then there's another score, just like that. Within about 8 seconds, Marietta has scored twice. So very nice tap there from Take It Easy, bro. and Toronto was just not able to respond there. So now we are 2-3. So it looks like maybe the Pioneers just need to get warmed up a little bit here. Marietta's taking the ball down, and Toronto does hit the ball back a little bit, but doesn't get too very far. But now they're trying to get it over towards the goal. Marietta does have the nice save there by Wreck Not Wreck, but Toronto does hit the ball back, trying to center it up. And they do get the score, so it is now 2-4 in favor of Toronto. So we have about a minute 30 left in this particular game. So we'll see if Marietta can get a couple of goals in to try to tie this up and get ahead. Right now they're just fighting for the fall. A nice defense there by Wreck Not Wrecked. He does miss it, but we do get the hit off to down to the other side of the field. So we do get the 1 minute warning. Marietta's going to have to do something quickly if they're going to be able to take this round. They're going to get 2 goals in 50 seconds, which is going to be very difficult to do. They do try to get the score, and they do miss. Actually, Jaw gets the save there. And they were so close to getting the ball in, but another save, an epic save by Jaw. But now the Pioneers only have 30 seconds left to get 2 goals in. Rec does get the ball down the field a little bit, but it's going to be have to take it easy. See if he gets the goal in. It's getting over there. Centers it up. And just so close to getting into the goal. And Toronto does get another score in, and that's going to be probably the nail in the coffin for this first round, unfortunately. But that is why this is a best-of-3 series. So we're down to 7 seconds. And it does appear that the first round... Yeah, so the first round will go to Toronto. So Toronto will take the first round, but that's all right. It is a best-of-3 series. So we'll just give them a chance to get the lobby set up for the next game. So just give us 1 second here as we get things set up. I do apologize for the audio issue. Like I said, we were testing some things earlier, and not so sure why the audio is not working. Might try a couple things here, but we are in game 2, so we will get that up for you here. Let me see if I can do something about the audio. Might be an unorthodox approach for getting the audio, but let me see if I can try this here. And we do see that Toronto has already scored very quickly, so they are up 1-0 in this second, the second game of this match. So we'll see if Marietta is going to be able to defend and respond and try to get another goal in quickly. We do see the save by Wrecked. Okay, it appears that the audio is not quite set up, so I apologize. We're not going to have any audio for this game for you. Tried everything we could, but that's okay. You can still see the game. You can still commentate on it. We just won't have any audio, so my apologies for that. And Toronto does get another score in, so it is not looking good so far. But But that's okay. Anything can happen. We saw how quickly the Pioneers could score in the last game, so they could come back and tie us up. And with that, Toronto gets another score very quickly. So we see they were just able to center it up and just not able to defend it in time. So now Toronto is up 3-0. But even with this deficit, anything can still happen. There's only 1 minute of the game has transpired. But Toronto is playing very aggressively to just be able to consistently shoot towards the goal. So Marietta's going to have to do something to get out of there. And with that, Toronto gets another goal. So now they're up 4-0. And we do see Recht is able to get the ball over to Toronto's side, but let's see if they're able to capitalize it and try to get something in the goal. And Toronto is able to deflect the ball back and sending it back down to the Pioneers' goal. They do knock the ball over to the other side, and it's just kind of bouncing out there. Marietta does knock it over, but Toronto's there to bounce it right back. And they do get another score in, so it's 5-0 in favor of Toronto. So we see here they're just able to set up, and Android over there is just able to knock it right into the goal pretty easily. Mary's going to have to do something here to be able to save this game, because if they don't win this game, then they will lose the match. They're not out of the tournament just yet. And we do see another score from Toronto, so this is just looking like a manslaughter. So right now, the odds of the Pioneers winning are not in our favor, but anything can happen. But even if Marietta does lose this match, it is a double elimination tournament, so they will still be participating in another round at approximately 3:50 Eastern Time. And Toronto just scored again. And they're just setting up things pretty well, and there's not much of a defense going on with the Pioneers right now. Right now they're just bouncing the ball back and forth, but the ball is staying heavily on the Pioneer side, and just gets another score in, bounces it off the rim, and Toronto is able to capitalize it and knock it right into the goal. So that is 8-0 in favor of Toronto. We do see Marietta is trying to get the ball out of there and just try to get it down the field, but they're having a lot of trouble. Toronto is just being super aggressive, which is keeping the ball towards the goal and getting another score in. So it is 9-0 in favor of Toronto, unfortunately. So they are getting the ball down, but Marietta is trying to hit it back, try to deflect it from the goal. But they're just not able to do anything. The ball keeps staying on Marietta's side. They're not able to get it anywhere near Toronto's goal. Marietta's trying to do something to get the ball back over there. Trying to knock it off to the side and see if they can get something into the goal. But Toronto's just not letting anything happen in this game. So we're now down to about minute 35, and Toronto's about to score again, and they do score again with that angled shot. You see Christopher sets it up and just goes right into the corner there, unfortunately. We got about a minute 30, and it is looking rough. Let's see if Marietta can at least get something onto the board. The ball's already on Marietta's side again, and they are trying to get it away, but Toronto just keeps bringing the ball closer and closer towards the goal. And the ball does get cleared, but Toronto's right there to set it up again and just easily knocks it in. It's very clear Toronto's had a lot of practice with getting the ball centered up and having someone in position to knock it in every time. So now it's 11-0 with about a minute left in this game. And we do get the 1 minute warning. Marietta tries to knock one into the goal, but Toronto is able to deflect it just off by a little bit. So now they're going to try to get another shot in, and they try to go for it and completely miss, and now the ball's all the way to Toronto's side, so this may be a chance to at least get something onto the board. With 30 seconds left, and Toronto's able to knock it away, and we do see one of Toronto's players gets demoed, but the ball's already back onto the Pioneers' side. Now we're down to about 10 seconds left. They do tries to center the ball. 5 seconds left. They are trying to keep the ball to see if they can get another score, and it does not happen. And it does look like Toronto will take this. So unfortunately, Toronto will win the match 2-0. But like I said, this is a double elimination tournament. So the Pioneers are not out just yet. So the way this is going to work is there are about 140-something teams playing right now. Some of them do have first-round buys, just the way that things were set up. And the next round will start either at 3:50 or whenever all of the teams have their games. So we are going to take the stream down for just a second, maybe try to see if we can fix some of the audio issues with Rocket League, but we will have it up very shortly, so please stick around. Thank you again for watching for now. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media, so you can go to facebook.com/Marietta College Esports. You can go to twitter.com/Marietta Esports. You can even go to our YouTube channel and subscribe there at bit.ly/Marietta College Esports. So hang tight for a little bit, and we will be back very, very shortly.